How's it going, everyone? Your boy Corey here, aka Crasher, back with a new video, and ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves something hella interesting to get into. We have an article that documents a really interesting interview between Ludwig and the YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki. Let's get into this. And this article from Dexerto is titled, YouTube CEO tells Ludwig she knew removing dislikes would be controversial. YouTube star Ludwig sat down with the platform's CEO Susan Wojcicki to discuss some of the site's recent moves, like removing dislike counts on videos. YouTube notably removed dislike counts on all videos across its platform in November 2021, marking a huge change for content creators. The site claimed that it made this adjustment to reduce targeted dislike attacks and their impact on creators, saying they want to create an inclusive and respectful environment where creators have the opportunity to succeed and feel safe to express themselves. The removal was met with widespread discontent. Creators spoke out against hiding dislike counts, arguing that it could hinder their ability to discern what content their viewers want to see. Despite the backlash, the change is here to stay. Nearly half a year later, YouTube star Ludwig got the chance to bend CEO Susan Wojcicki's ear on the controversial topic, which she says she knew it would result in discontent. We knew it was going to be controversial, she admitted. We have to do what is the right thing for the ecosystem as a whole. Wojcicki went on to explain that the platform ran a bevy of experiments before ultimately deciding on making the change, claiming that YouTube needed to remove dislikes to support its many smaller creators. I understand there were people, many people, and yes, we heard loud and clear why people were unhappy with that decision, she continued. But then we also saw the impact that it was having on a lot of new creators, and that's bad. We need to have and continue to support smaller creators and how they're growing. That's important for the long-term health of our ecosystem. For decisions like that, we know it's going to be tough, but we just power through it. And yes, Susan does read tweets and comments about YouTube, saying she sifts through the public feedback on social media to note if there's something here we haven't thought about. Luckily, there is a way for creators to see how many dislikes their video received thanks to a handy Chrome plugin that was popularized just after YouTube's divisive dislike demolition. Okay, before I get into my reaction and response to this, I need to make a clarification in case there's any confusion. The way this article was worded in a couple of parts makes it sound like that the creators cannot see their likes and dislikes. That is not the case. The creators that make their videos can see the likes and dislikes, not the viewers of said content. Just remember that. Okay, so now that we have the context on the table, I am going to tell you right now, I have tried so damn hard to not only maintain my composure through this, but also maintain the cringe that I have to keep buried within my gut until right now. Holy shit. Her response to all this was completely cringeworthy. Oh my god. Like, does Susan even have the ability to hear herself talk and make statements like these? Like, it seems like that what she says versus what the reality is are two completely different entities. They are contradictory off of one another. Like, first of all, Susan, you want to say that you do all of this for the sake of the ecosystem and to try to make things better for smaller creators. Am I getting all of that right? Well, here's the thing, Susan, is that let's cut the bullshit right here and now. You have never given a damn about smaller creators. It's always been about the money and about the commercial interest when it comes to your platform and who gets a say in what and who gets a spotlight for how much amount of time. And I especially love this bit here where she says, "We knew it was going to be controversial." Well, then if you knew it was going to be controversial, why did you go through with it anyways? This was something that not only has zero benefit to the site overall, in fact, it has negative benefit to it. I don't even know if that's even a thing, but roll with me here. But this is also a big time gross demonstration of your inability to listen to the community. It is tone deafness personified here. A majority of the YouTube community did not want this, yet you decided to go through with it anyways. I also find it funny how you try to give yourself credit as well by saying, we just power through it. Yeah, it's easy to power through something when you ignore all of the criticisms and backlash on the stupid shit that you pull. Yeah, of course it's gonna be easy to power through that. Like, spare us the fucking excuses, Susan, and just admit that this right here was not a good decision. It's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to make bad choices, but when you make a mistake and then double down on said mistake, guess what, genius? That's 2 mistakes for the price of 1. And this right here is a decision that doesn't exactly deter targeted dislike campaigns or dislike botting, because while the public dislikes are null and void unless you have that Google Chrome plugin, here's the thing, is that said creators can still see those dislikes. So you're not really doing those creators any favors because they still see those dislikes that they're getting on those videos from those campaigns. And Susan, from your 2022 priorities video, this right here came out of your mouth. Roll the clip.
We experimented with removing the dislike counts across millions of videos over many months. And every way we looked at it, we did not see a meaningful difference in viewership, regardless of whether or not there was a public dislike count. And importantly, it reduced dislike attacks. Creators will still be able to find their dislike counts in YouTube Studio if they find it a helpful metric, and viewers can still dislike videos to inform their recommendations.
Alright, so there's a couple of things here. Number one, she made the claim that it reduced dislike attacks. Do you have proof to back up that claim there, Susan, or are we just supposed to believe you at your word? And number two, Susan, by your own admission, this isn't me taking you out of context, this is by your own admission, word for word, and every way we look at it, we did not see a meaningful difference. So that admission right there shoots this whole thing right in its damn foot, which shows even further why this whole thing was dumb in the first place. Also, a side note, ladies and gentlemen, this YouTuber also pointed out that the word for thumbs down is blacklisted on Susan's channel. I think you guys know what this means. She absolutely does not care what the community thinks when it comes to decisions here on YouTube. Like, she's trying to say that she does care. She doesn't care. She's fucking lying. But anyways, I think we can go ahead and wrap up this video here because I feel like that there is a lot more that I could say here, but it would pretty much be a thank you Captain Obvious type of instance. So I think you guys more than understand the point of this entire video and where I'm coming from here. So with that being said, guys, at the end of the day, I would like to remind you guys that I am just expressing my own observation and opinions on these sort of topics. So I would love to hear what it is you guys have to say, whether you agree with me or not. I always love to hear you guys out. Just remember to keep it civil and respectful with each other in the comments down below, because this is a discussion. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, people. I'll see you next time.